So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tashana for Revamp 360, and today I recreated a look that I did on my Instagram. It's a colorful smoky eye, nice pinks, purples, and some emerald greens. So if you're interested, I definitely want you to stay tuned and see how I got this look. So thanks again for coming back. So go ahead, let's get into it. So I'm just going to speed the video up. As you can see right here, my brows are already done. My face has already been primed with my Skindinavia makeup primer spray. And I'm going ahead and priming my lids with my E.L.F. Shadow Lock Eye Primer. So I'm just putting it over the bottom part of the bottom part of my lid. Then I'm going to take my M.A.C 224 blending brush, which is my favorite blending brush of all time. And then here I'm going to start with my Morphe single eyeshadow. That's number 15, like a soft brown. And then I'm going to go in and with my Coastal Scent Hot Pot in Oktoberfest. So I'm basically just warming up the transition space. Now as you can see, I do have large eyes, so I do have a lot of space to work with. And for this dramatic smoky, I am going to go a little higher than I normally would outside of the lid, just to give it more of a dramatic feel. So after I've warmed that up, I did also add the Cocoa Bear that got clipped out. So I use those three browns, and now I'm going in right here with my Morphe Brushes 35S Smoky Eye Palette, and that is for the pinks, the purples that you're going to see me put in. So I'm just blending away, coming down a little bit more. Now I did warm it up a lot before I put that pink in, just because I didn't want it to be too vibrant. I did want it to be, you know, something close to my skin tone, that it wouldn't create such a distraction. Excuse me. So I'm just adding that magenta type of pink and just coming in. Now I'm going to get ready to add the lid color, and that's my M.A.C 239. I'm going to use a Hunter Green. I'm going to pat that on my lid space that's open, and you can see where I put that in at. So I'm just patting, make sure I'm getting a lot of coverage. Now I didn't want to sweep it or brush it, because I do want to pack it on, because I'm going to be using this green color as a base for the next color that I put on my lid. And I do apologize for having the mirror up so close, because at some point in the video it is going to block just for a second, so I want to go ahead and apologize. So right here I'm taking like it's not a pencil brush, it's a little bit thicker, but it's still the same concept to help smoke it out. So I'm going in with the darker purple, just to give it more dimension at this point. And you always want to go in with whether you're doing a smoky eye of color, or any black, or even if you're doing a daytime look and then you want to go in and smoke it a little bit for an evening look, you want to go in your outer V with some type of darker color. Usually if I'm doing a daytime look, a dark brown would work as well, but we're going to go in with the purple. And I'm just going in and blending that all out, trying to make sure that the colors are blending together, as opposed to having harsh lines, and you can see what the separation is. So this is my Rimmel London ScandalEYES eyeshadow stick. Now I just bought this because I just thought it was so pretty. The color is 009 BlamedBlue, but it's actually some kind of like tealish color, but it looked so pretty when I put it. I decided to put it on top of the green, so it would give me more of that teal, that greenish blue, as opposed to being that electric type of blue color. So it really worked out well. So I'm just patting that and blending that in with my finger, as opposed to using a brush. Now here I'm just going and cleaning up the overspill of that eyeshadow. Now when you do smoky looks, I do recommend doing the eyes first, especially if you're a beginner, because you will have fallout, and you don't want to have that on top of your foundation. But if you do your foundation first and that works for you, usually tape on the side of your eyes, or shadow shields. So I'm just going in some more with darker purple with the with black, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke this look out to give it its final stage of depth. And I was using that same contouring type of brush to put that black in, and then I'm going to use my 224 and just keep blending it out until I get it to my liking, because I don't want like just a black splat sitting there. And then I'm going to diffuse the color a little bit more by going ahead and adding that first magenta color in, and that's going to help diffuse some of that black so it won't be as harsh, but you still get the effect of the deeper color there. So just blending, blending, blending. And again, sorry about the mirror. I was listening to music and just wasn't even paying attention that I had it up so high. But I'm going in just touching up that black, touching it up, blending it out until I get a look that I'm satisfied with. I want everything to be like blurred lines, everything running into each other. I don't want them just sitting out on their own. Sorry, but I'm just blending. And then I'm going again and clean up, because I don't want to have eyeshadow on my face when I get ready to start putting my foundation on. That will cause major problems. So I put my liner and my eyelashes on off camera, and I'm using the Salon Perfect Glamorous Demi Wispy lashes. Now, first thing I do before I put on my foundation, I'm going to use my NYX full coverage concealer, and this is the orange shade, and I'm using it as a color corrector because I have really bad acne scarring on my face, as you can see. So I'm just covering up all the dark discolorations to help that foundation cover it up just a little bit more. Now I'm going to use a powder brush, and this is from E.L.F. It's a flat top, and I'm going to be buffering the color in. So I'm going under eye on the side of my face. Is any under eye dark circles. Now if you have discoloration, this would be great for you to do. So I'm just buffing it in, not sweeping it off, but buffing it in. So once that's all buffed in, I'm going to go ahead and add my foundation. Now I'm putting it on the back of my hand because it does not have a pump. I'm using the new Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 355 Coconut. Now this is my first time using this particular well, I've used the Fit Me, but not this particular line, the new matte and poreless. So it is a bit warmer than my skin tone, but this is the closest one that I could get. I think that I could have gone a bit lighter, but I'm a bit skeptical. I'm sorry, what kind of word is that? I'm a bit skeptical when it comes to choosing lighter shades, because I don't want to look like I'm trying to change my skin color. By no means. So I'll try it. Maybe I'll mix it just to give it a more of a not as dark, not as red as it's looking. But I do like this foundation in its original formula. The matte and poreless was fine. Now I did blend it in with also with the Real Techniques blender sponge, and I would have to say I don't like it. I don't like the configuration. I don't like the way it feels in my hands. I always use the Beauty Blender, and I think I'm going to go back to using the Beauty Blender. And also, I'm also trying out for the first time the Maybelline Master Concealer, and that is in 40 medium. Now, I did a rapid review of this on my Instagram page at Revamp360, and I was not a fan of the concealer. I felt that it dried really fast as soon as I put it onto my skin, and it was kind of a hassle to blend out to get that highlighter. And then it didn't come in any colors that complemented darker skin tones to highlight. I personally, I can use this particular color. It does have a deeper shade, which is the 50 medium, but I felt that it had a pink undertone, which I don't understand why would it have a pink undertone if it's one of your darker shades. So that's why I went with this, because it's a little bit more yellow based, but it is pretty light. This would be, I would normally highlight with something of this, on a typical day, because I do highlight and contour every day. I'm guilty, but I wouldn't normally use this because it is so bright. But since I'm doing a full face dramatic type of eye, I decided to go ahead and use it. So right here, I'm going in with my MAC um, Studio Finish Concealer in NC50. Now, I would have done this before I went on and put my highlight, but I guess it just slipped my mind. But to help with that full coverage and covering up those dark spots, which are very pesty, I go back on top with this concealer, because this is like one of the best concealers you could buy for covering dark circles under eye, the Studio Finish. So I just went on top and buffed that in on the spots that were still coming through the foundation, because the foundation is not a full coverage. Now, I have a full coverage foundation, I probably wouldn't have to do that, but if I'm wearing a drugstore brand or something of a medium full, then I do that. Now, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Dark Cocoa to go ahead and carve out my contour lines. Now, this is a new shade that I'm using. These are not my everyday products. I'm testing out some different things, so I thought I'd go ahead and try them out on video, so I can take a look and see how it really looks, and you can see me using these products, and you can make your mind if you want to try these. But this is a new shade. I do like it. It's not too dark. It's just brown enough to give me that contour. Now with my nose, I don't have to contour down the whole bridge of my nose, because I do have a prominent bridge, but I do like the way it looks, so I keep doing it. So I'm just blending out all of the contour lines. And then right here, I'm setting my highlight with my Ben Nye neutral set, and it's a translucent powder. Now I'm trying to, I've been moving away from my Ben Nye, trying to just try different looks with different powders, and I decided to try the neutral set on myself. So I'm just setting that, and I'm going to leave that sitting there so I can start with my under eye. And this is always the routine that I do. Once I set my under eye, I go ahead and finish up my eyes on the bottom, in case there's any fallout or anything like that, but I usually don't have a problem. So I'm going back in with that Rimmel London BlamedBlue eyeshadow color stick, and I'm just filling in my waterline, and then I'm taking a detailer brush from Real Techniques and just blending that out, that it's coming down a little bit into my lash line, so I can have more of a dramatic. I'm going for that, color all around the eye type of look. I usually am scared to do that because I have such large eyes that I think that, I don't try to do too many dramatic looks, but I really did like this look, so I think I may be doing more of this in the future. So I'm just taking those same purple and magenta shades, and I'm filling in and blending it out on my lower lash line. And this is just another short shader type of detailer brush from a BH Cosmetics set. So I'm just going in, and then I'm going to take a blender brush, a clean blender brush. This is an Eco Tools brush. They have really nice brushes. And I'm just blending it all out. So it continues with the top, and it's, everything's all connected, looking nice. So I'm going to go in with my mascara, and it's the same mascara I use on the top. And this is my Loreal voluminous mascara, and this is in carbon black, and this is my favorite mascara ever. I do have long lashes. I really don't need false lashes, but this particular mascara brings out the best in my lashes. So I'm just, touching up the top, making sure everything's covered. So the look's coming along pretty well. Now I'm going to go in and dust off that, the extra translucent powder. And I do go in with a color powder, and this is my MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation in NW45. Now I usually sweep it over a little bit over the translucent just to bring color back, and then all over my face to set everything. And then I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Press Powder in Mocha, which is number 360. And I'm going ahead and buff in my contour color to set that area. Now just do it in a circular motion, carving out the areas around the hairline, carving out the cheeks, just bringing that dimension back. Now this is a new color that I also been using too, and I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush. It's a bit fluffy, so it's helping me concentrate that color around the nose but not picking up too much product. And I'm bringing it all the way into the eye, just to give it that more of a more dimension, more depth. That you don't want to leave that particular space open. You want to go all the way in and contour inside that eye socket top. So once that's done, I'm going ahead and put my illuminator on, my highlighter on, and it's my Sonia Kashuk illuminating bronzer, and it's number 40. It's called Goddess. I love this stuff. It is so pretty. It's my holy grail. I use it every day. I'm addicted to it. I have one for me, and I do have one in my kit, and it's just the prettiest highlighter for brown skin girls. So I'm going to put that all on top, and then I'm going to go in with my MAC Sheer Tone Blush in Love Rush. And this is a discontinued product, so I do apologize. So I'm going to go in with the Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to brighten up that tear duct. And this is also something I love to do, so you are going to see me packing it on. And then lastly, I'm going to use my NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu, and this is a very nudish pink color, but it works very well with these eyes, because even though it is a little pop of color, it's not too distracting and taking over. So I really thought that was a nice touch. And then lastly, I'm spraying myself with the E.L.F. makeup mist and set, and as you can see, I love doing that, so it's a whole lot. So that's it, and thank you so much for watching. I hope that you come back, like, comment, subscribe, share, let everybody know about this video. If you like it, thumbs it up. Leave any comments you want, any questions that you have. I will be more than happy to answer them. So again, like I said, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.